my big Waxahachie walker, Bill Sanders.
Thank you very much. I can't tell you how excited I am to be here. I really have spent, literally man years in this room, and I want you to know I love Randy Treadway and his family, and the result of that is that I've really gotten to know them well. I consider them a part of our own family.
And you still love them?
Oh, yes. All the more. Now, there's a person that's missing this evening, and those of us who've been to many of these shows, like myself, know Harold Hudson is not here tonight, and it's because he's been having some health issues. So I wanted to start my... Harold is Randy's dad, and I talked to him yesterday.
He's 88 years young, plays the saxophone like crazy, every chance he gets.
And loves the Lord with all his heart. Absolutely. So I thought tonight we might, in a little bit of a different style, I'm going to open with a prayer of healing. Please, Lord Jesus, touch my loved one. Please bring healing in his life. Cure his illness, heal his body. Bring him home again to thrive. He is faithful and he loves you. His life's been salt and light. We who love him know you love him. His life's been your delight. Jesus, you are the great physician. He's trying to touch your hem, like the lady when she touched you in the crowd. You healed her then. Please, Lord Jesus, touch my loved one. Please bring healing in his life. Cure his illness, heal his body. Bring him home again to thrive. Thank you. Now we get to the real set. I felt like we needed to remember Harold tonight. That song was certainly dedicated to him. Wrote that in the ICU waiting room, actually, when my dad was in the hospital. So anyway, my daughter got her first big paycheck, and she was all excited about it. And her name is Sarah, and she's gorgeous, and she's all really fired up. And she gets to the bottom of the paycheck and goes, "Ah, Daddy, they took all my money." And I said, "Welcome to the real world, Sarah." It was the first paycheck of her first job. She opened up the envelope as her heart throbbed. Then her eyes bugged out as she looked down. They took all my money, she said with a frown. And I said, "Welcome to the real world, Sarah. This isn't the way it should be. The IRS put you in distress from the money they decided to keep. Welcome to the job force, Sarah. They couldn't care less, you're a girl. We know it's tough to make what's left be enough. Welcome to the real world." Been there? The policeman working his shift that day picked the next car to come his way. But Sarah didn't know it as she drove along. She was hopping and bopping to her favorite song. And I said, "Welcome to the real world, Sarah. This isn't the way it should be. You driving along, listening to your song, when your car he happened to see. The ticket is still yours, Sarah. He couldn't care less, you're a girl. Life is fair, is not written down anywhere. Welcome to the real world. Kind of sad, isn't it? So many negative songs. I thought I gotta turn this around. On her way to a show, Sarah's tire blew. She had on a new hairdo. Then a van full of ladies stopped and said, "Hop in, honey, we'll call your dad." And I said, "Welcome to the real world, Sarah. This is the way it should be. All about our people who help out. There's plenty of those folks, you see. The world is your oyster, Sarah. Reach out and grab your pearl. Make your life count, everybody look out. Welcome to the real world. Make your life count, everybody look out. Welcome to the real world." Thank you. I kind of like that one too. So Carolyn comes to me a couple of years ago, and her husband works nights, and so he sleeps during the day, and she had written a song about watching him sleep, and she said, "Bill, would you put this to music?" I said, "Of course I will," and I did. Played it for her, and she recorded it, and I hope she was really happy with it. But I had this tune now, and I thought, well, I need to write my own lyric to it. And so I wrote a song about, it's a sleep-oriented song, so I wrote a song about sleep. And then I was talking with Laura, who you'll meet in just a few minutes, and she said, I've got 2 sleep songs. I've got them both back-to-back now. I wasn't going to do that, and then I decided to put sleep songs at the beginning of the set instead of the end of the set, because I thought, man, everybody's going to fall asleep at the end of my show, and they're going to be sitting in this dark room hearing all this terrible music, and then they're going to go. So anyway, this is the first one. This is the one that I wrote with the tune written for Carolyn, and so here it goes. It's called "Adrift on Gossamer Wings." I can hear the snores already. Is that not? Isn't that something kind of musically, wants you to go to sleep? Yeah, okay, I like that. That's a better one than I was going to use. Wailing sound of a distant train, mixed with sound of falling rain. Drowsy eyes are seeing dreams, adrift on gossamer wings. Sleep overtakes the end of day, takes all stress and pain away. Time of rest, joy and peace. In God's hand I lie at ease. I'm adrift on gossamer wings. Moonlight soothes the stress of day. Silken webbings float away. Daily need no longer clings, adrift on gossamer wings. Sleep overtakes the end of day, takes all stress and pain away. Time of rest, of joy and peace. In God's hand I lie at ease. I'm adrift on gossamer wings. Life may be hard and fast, but it can wait till night's past. sleep overtakes the end of day, takes all stress and pain away. Time of rest, of joy and peace, in God's hand I lie at ease. I'm adrift, I am adrift on gossamer wings. I'm really glad to hear the applause. That means you're awake. So the other day I'm over at my friend's house, my friend's office, and he yawns and I yawn and he yawns. And when he yawned, I said, "What? You're not getting enough sleep?" And then we started talking about sleep, and then I said, sometimes when I'm falling asleep, I kind of think to myself, I wonder, can they tell I'm falling asleep? I don't know. Has anybody ever been? I don't know. I consider this song one of the most relatable songs I've ever written. I think it's relatable in every country on the planet. I think somebody's going to know about that. I kind of like that, huh? Got the little drum thing going on it. See what you think about this. It's a little boogie-woogie for you. It's mid-afternoon, this meeting's so long. The boring old speaker just drones on and on and on. He thinks his information can't keep. I wonder, can they tell I'm falling asleep? I gotta be here, my job's on the line. Lord knows his speaking just a wasting my time. Last night I tossed and turned and tossed some more, dragged myself to the kitchen and poured hot coffee in an effort to bring me to life. But too much lunch brought on this strife. I got da 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 da. I wonder, can they tell I'm falling asleep? It's double misery, not asleep, not awake. Is that drool I feel on my face? Can't tell if my eyes are open or shut. I think I've got 'em fooled. But the church service, so nice, so quiet. If they knew what I was doing, it'd start a riot. I try to stay awake and listen to the man, but the Sunday morning smackdown is on me again. I look like I am praying, of this I am sure, but it'd be so much better if I didn't snore. It's double misery, not asleep, not awake. Is that drool I feel on my face? Can't tell if my eyes are open or shut. I think I've got 'em fooled. But the meeting finally over. Time to get up and leave. Time to put away my papers. Time to get up from my seat. I started to feel a tug on my sleeve. I look in that direction, a frown's all I see. I guess I didn't fool them, they saw right through me. Yeah, everybody knew I had fallen asleep. Yeah, everybody knew I had fallen asleep. Yeah, everybody knew I was asleep. Oh yeah, everybody knew I was asleep. Oh yeah. You're gonna like this one. This is a Western song. I don't really write country Western, although I did write a song about my being a genuine bona fide mama's boy. And I'd like to call attention to my mother being here tonight. Minnie Bell Sanner. I'm very excited that she's here. She's gone to see my brother like 1,000 times. She's seen me like twice. Okay, that's not it. The numbers aren't right, okay? And to be really frank about it, I'm really in trouble right now. I didn't really mean that, Mom. It was just a joke. Oh, I hate that. Hey, you remember this guy's football player that was in trouble because he used the switch on his kid? Believe me, I felt that switch a lot growing up. And what they do with switches is they send the kid out to go get a switch. Oh, I'm in good company.
Hey, Bill?
Yeah, buddy.
If you had just played football instead of the guitar, that would have got you.
Yeah, probably. I actually tried to play football once. I wasn't very good at it.
Hopefully the kids can figure out the kill.
5:30 on a weekday, no sun in the trees. First cup of coffee, rustling leaves. Campfires having trouble, light falling rain. It's cold in the mountains and lonely again. My mind's somewhere else as I ride around. I wonder what life's like with a job in a town. Wearing a tie, not a cowboy hat. A house to live in, not this old tent. The grass is always greener, it seems to be. This life that I know is getting harder for me. I'd like to try the other life before my last days. I'm sure grass is greener, greener always. 5:30 on a weekday, the clock starts my day. Join 10,000 others sitting on the freeway. This cube and my job are boring to me. I like my co-workers, yet I'd rather be high snowy mountains where I'm all alone, singing my heart out. There's no telephone. Life would be sweeter, would be more serene. I'm sure on the other side the grass is more green. The grass is always greener, it seems to be. This life that I know's getting harder for me. I'd like to try the other life before my last days. I'm sure grass is greener, greener always. The grass is always greener, it seems to be. This life that I know's getting harder for me. I'd like to try the other life before my last days. Grass is always greener, greener always. Hey, it's just like a real song, huh? What's next? Boy, are you in for a treat. Because never before has the world really heard what I'm about to do for you tonight. If you're aware of what's going on in the Bible, there is a book in the Old Testament called Judges, and it's got a lot of interesting characters. And one of them is a guy named Samson. Now, Samson is a really interesting guy. He's really, really strong. He's not just really smart. Poor guy. There was nothing nice about Samson. I pondered for about 2 years the concept of him killing 1,000 Philistine soldiers with the jawbone of a donkey. You might think, well, it's a God thing. I thought, yeah, I'm good with that part of it. The problem that I had was the 1,000th soldier. Stupidest guy in the Bible. He's got 1,000 of his soldier mates gets killed in front of him, and he's going to stick around. So anyway, I decided, well, I'm a songwriter. You write songs about things that are interesting to you. So I wrote a song about that and then had so much fun. It was so well received that I decided to leverage it into a trilogy. You're about to be the first audience to actually hear the trilogy in order. So I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. You're going to want to applaud really bad at the end of this song. I don't blame you. But hold your applause until the trilogy's over. Yeah, okay, the second song, I don't know if you're aware of it, but Samson, at one point in his career, used 300 foxes to burn up the Philistine crops by tying these wild animals in pairs by the tail with a torch on their tail, setting them on fire and running. But what do you do with 300 foxes? Why wasn't 200 enough? Everything about that is over the top. And of course, the third song is Samson and Delilah. And I would like you to help me welcome to the stage Helen Kennedy, who is, because I'm going to go ahead and get you up here now rather than waiting till that song gets here. Helen Kennedy is my very own personal Delilah. She is the femme fatale of femme fatales. So I'm going to get her up here so she can sing the Delilah part of that song. Now, she's going to be sitting here bored, just like the rest of you, while I go through the other two songs. But that's okay. That's what we're here for.
I can make love to the microphone.
You know, that's kind of what we want.
Because I'm Delilah and I can do that.
There's a story in the Bible, Judges 15:16, about the mighty Samson and about God's work through him. The Philistines were God's enemy, and a battle soon arose between Samson and their armies, both battle-hardened foes. This song's not about Samson, though amazing were his deeds. This song's not about God's miracle, spectacular indeed. This song's about that 1,000th man to die from Samson's fist. I named this brave man Zadok, and his legacy is this. Just let me at him, they heard him say. The piles of men between me and him don't frighten me away. Just let me at him, they heard him say. Without a care, Zadok just dared, though it was his judgment day. The fight went on for hours and hours, it seemed to never stop. No bombs nor guns, this battle raged with swords and fisticuffs. The Jewish judge with a long hair fought with the strength of 100 men. Though Zadok couldn't see him, he knew he'd do him in. The battle moved from place to place, no room to stand around. 1,000 men takes up some space when lying on the ground. Zadok took time to eat lunch, head count 609. He knew he'd need his strength up when it was his turn in line. The noise was getting louder, the fight was getting near. He saw the men starting to thin, the Philistine grabbed his gear. Zadok ran up to meet his match, though he saw the others fall. Let me at him was his cry as he gave his all in all. Just let me at him, they heard him say. The piles of men between me and him don't frighten me away. Just let me at him, they heard him say. Without a care, Zadok just dared, though it was his judgment day. I told you it'd be hard. I told you.
Claps, I believe.
Judges 15:3 tells about a time of war between God and the Philistines. Samson was God's man to defend the Israelites. Strongest man this world's ever seen. Samson's wife was blackmailed for a bet. Extortion, the Philistine plan. The bet was lost and the blackmail paid. Samson's revenge was at hand. Foxes, foxes, lots of foxes, foxes up and down these hills. Go where I say, do what I say, burn down the Philistine fields. Trap the foxes, put in boxes, even though they smell so bad. Ooh! Tie the foxes, light the torches, put them in the field. Foxes, foxes, lots of foxes, foxes up and down these hills. Go where I say, do what I say, burn down the Philistine fields. Anybody else could have found an easier way. They use foxes to seek revenge. How many does he need? 300 will do. Before this job is done, they'll all singe. Samson plans his work, then works his plan. The verdict is without appeal. God's judgment against the Philistines, devastating their fields. Foxes, foxes, lots of foxes, foxes up and down these hills. Go where I say, do what I say, burn down the Philistine fields. Trap the foxes, put in boxes, even though they smell so bad. Tie the foxes, light the torches, put them in the field. Foxes, foxes, lots of foxes, foxes up and down these hills. Go where I say, do what I say, burn down the Philistine fields. Burn down the Philistine fields. Okay, this is about to be bizarre. Forgive me for that.
Bill's gonna dance.
The problem is I can't play this song and sing it at the same time. All of that will be self-explanatory when I actually do the song. But this
You're
is
gonna dance though, right?
of course.
Okay, good.
I even have some room back here. reminiscing the old days he was missing. Killed a lion with his bare hands, killed Philistines for trespassing, used foxes to burn their lands, fought soldiers by the thousands. Time to get out and find a new thing, time for some excitement bring. He was walking around when he saw her, an amazing Philistine daughter, more stunning than Cleopatra. He couldn't breathe when he saw her, her beauty exotic, her dark eyes narcotic, her form full and voluptuous, her scent strong and scrumptious.
Big strong man, just what every woman wants. Tell me now, do you like what you see? Big strong man, does my perfume turn you on? Come and spill your secrets to me.
Delilah invited Samson to come and share some passion. Real or not, it didn't matter. He just wanted some action. She demanded secret knowledge. She attended Samson College. His strength is it to share. He told her it was his hair. A potion mixed in his drink gave time for her to act quick. Shave his head while he was sleeping. He said it would make him weak. With a loud yell, she woke him. God's strength gone from him. The soldiers struck with a grin. Defeated, Samson gave in.
Big strong man, just what every woman wants. Tell me now, do you like what you see? Big strong man, does my perfume turn you on? Come and spill your secrets to me.
Ooh. Blinded with a poker, they made him wear a choker. They worked him as a slave man, the butt of every joker. They took him to their temple, where ridicule was simple. He prayed for strength again. God listened to his man. Humongous temple stature was filled with idol prancers. Delilah was among them, one of the temple dancers. They saw Samson and laughed. Pushing the walls was daft. Then with a groan and shove, large stones fell from above. Thus ends the Samson story, the failure, the glory. Delilah's strength subdued him, but the temple was a quarry. And God's Philistine judgment finished with their internment. And with God's final sanction came the end of mighty Samson.
Big strong man, just what every woman wants. Tell me now, do you like what you see? Big strong man, does my perfume turn you on? Come and spill your secrets to big strong man, just what every woman wants. Tell me now, do you like what you see? Big strong man, does my perfume turn you on? Come and share your secrets with me. You can share your secrets with me. Come and let your hair down with me.
Thank you, Helen. You were wonderful. I say, if that's not Delilah, what is? If she's not Delilah, who is? I guess the title of tonight's performance by Bill Sanner is Ridiculous and Sublime. Only not so much sublime. I don't really have anything to say about this song. My true love waits for me underneath the oak tree while I'm sailing the sea, going home. She's the love of my life, she's the sharp of my knife, she's the wind in my fife, going home. Infinite connection, my true love's reflection. While I'm here, yet I know the fire's still aglow, and we've many years to go, going home. She's the stand of my fight, she's the rule of my right, she's the light of my night. Going home, infinite connection, my true love's reflection. My true love waits for me underneath the oak tree while I'm sailing the sea, going home. While I'm sailing the sea, going home. While I'm sailing the sea, going home. Okay, I'm about to introduce you to a voice that has knocked down people all over the globe. Please welcome to the stage Laura Ainsworth. Quite a little while back, Laura is going to help me on a song called Colors of Goodbye. Now, what happened? Sometimes there are people that will ask you and they'll say, what comes first, the song or the lyric? You've never been asked that, right?
Every time I sing.
Every time you sing. See, that happens. And it goes both ways. There's not a good answer. It's both. They come both. So one time I had written this tune, and I loved it. I thought, that's really pretty. I had no idea what the song was about, and I wasn't able to write a lyric for it. So I sent it off to a songwriter buddy in Vancouver named Julie Wilson, and she penned the most gorgeous lyrics for it. And tonight you're going to get to hear none other than Laura Ainsworth put out this song. It's called Colors of Goodbye.
I reach out to touch the moonlight, attempt to catch a star, the kind of star that I could wish upon. Think tonight I'll paint an ending, call it chapters of my life, paint it with the colors of goodbye. I could bring to life old memories, paint them as the sky in lighter shades reflecting on the waves, painful ones as water crashing against the shore, so I can fade them from my picture as they break, mending as I'm blending every tear and every smile to my canvas I convey before it dries. My heart and soul so displayed, yet still so cleverly disguised, painted in the many shades and colors of goodbye. I reach out to touch the moonlight, but instead I paint a star, 'cause tonight I wish I may, I wish I might paint each ending as a picture that will always catch the light on a canvas with the colors of goodbye. reach out to paint the moonlight, but instead I paint a star, 'cause tonight I wish I might paint each ending as a picture that will always catch the light on a canvas with the colors of goodbye, on a canvas with the colors of goodbye.
Laura Ainsworth.
I'm honored to sing this song. I love this song so much.
Thanks, Laura.
All of my songs are encores.
Except for the trilogy.
Okay, now we're going from the incredibly beautiful to the incredibly weird. I am a member of the Texas Rotary Chorus. I'm a proud member and the former president of that organization. That organization sings 3 of my songs. That's pretty cool. We're going to do one of them tonight. I'm going to try and do it as a sing-along. See how that works out. Okay, now here's the sing-along part. So each verse has got the same line at the beginning and end of the verse, and after I sing the line, then you sing it. So, I've had dogs for many years, and then you sing, I've had dogs for many years. Okay, now on the last verse, I have to. Yeah. I have to. On the last verse.
No, don't spoil
We'll
the
figure it
fun.
out. We'll figure it out.
We're smart.
They'll figure it out.
Don't be a killjoy. Don't be a killjoy.
Okay, well, I feel like you'd probably have a better chance of succeeding with a little heads up, but we'll just try and see how does it go. I've had dogs for many years, sometimes laughter, sometimes tears. Poodles, collies, beagles, mutts, they all sniff each other's butts. On this they all agree, they wanna be with me. I've had dogs for many years, I've had dogs for many years. Oh, good job! When I came back home from sea, my collie was jealous of me. Left me gifts on the floor, stinky ones you can't ignore. She loved my wife, not me, protects my family. When I came back home from sea, when I came back home from sea. Oh, you're getting the hang of it now, that's good. That's really important. My vet takes me for a fool. I put all her children through school. Heartworms, rabies, lots of shots, maybe $30,000 one visit at a time. Keep the dogs feeling fine. My vet takes me for a fool. My vet takes me for a fool. They say that dogs are man's best friend, but that's not where the story ends. They're there for every walk. I'm so glad that they can talk. My new puppy likes to chew. She's chewed up all my pairs of shoes. She sees footwear as a meal. To her the shoes are no big deal. With dog toys she won't play. I'm barefoot every day. My new puppy likes to chew. My new puppy likes to chew. Oh, you guys are so good. Want to join the Rotary Chorus? We want you. That's right. Here we go. Last verse. No fence can keep my beagle in. He digs out, then digs in again. No stranger did he ever meet. He would rather play than eat. I sing myself a song. He likes to sing along. Oh, yeah. fence can keep my beagle in. No fence can keep my beagle in. I've had dogs for many years. Thank you very much. So I'm asleep at 3:30 in the morning. I wake up with a tune going through my head. Ever do that one? Jeez Louise. So I tried to go back to sleep anyway. I said, come on, go away, I want to sleep. So I got up, recorded it on the piano, and then went back to it. Well, that was Valentine's week, so I decided to turn it into a Valentine waltz. So I hope you like this. The 14th is just round the corner. Each year it's our private romance. Swing you in my arms and all your charms. With 1, 2, 3 we start to dance. And steps are beautifully even while we are out on the floor. The music is slow, we dip as we go. You know that it's you I adore. Whirl in my arms, my darling. No room for our failings and faults. Please hold me close, my darling, as we dance the Valentine waltz. To me, you are very special, combining both beauty and grace. A tear in my eyes, a lifetime prize. Love glows all over your face. Whirl in my arms, my darling. No room for our failings and faults. Please hold me close, my darling, as we dance the Valentine waltz. Valentine waltz. Please hold me close, my darling, as we dance the Valentine waltz. I like that one. Okay, I'm kind of got 2 songs left, and I want to dedicate this next to the last one to my beloved bride of 42 years. Actually, this song was inspired by my parents. They had almost 62 years together before Dad passed away. We're just kind of like wannabes in our family, but that's okay. So what ends up happening is that they had this great life together all these years, had great kids, great family, and they could reminisce anytime they wanted to, but they spent their time thinking, what are we going to do next? What cruise are we going to go on next? Where are we going to go to eat? What are we going to do tonight? What are we going to do tomorrow? And so I thought about that, and I thought, you know what? They're focused on the years to come. And now I sing this for my bride because we're focused on our years to come too. say thanks for all the years we've had, the years that turned us into one. Yet more importantly are all our future dreams. I love you for the years to come. Our friends said that we'd never last. I guess we proved them wrong. Better still, our love has grown and grown. I treasure the years to come. I can't carry you in as when we were young, and our children, they're all grown. Our love is still as strong as the morning sun. I love you for the years to come. First spring, then summer, and now it's fall, with winter on its way. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we'll walk into tomorrow's day. There will come a time when we'll be forced to part, as God takes one of us home. Until that time arrives, we'll really live our lives. I love you for the years to come. I love you for the years to come. I'm really glad you clapped for that, because that's pretty much her anniversary present this year.
You better be glad she clapped.
This is my last song that I'm aware of. And so, yeah, thank you. You want to skip it? Okay, my daughter is here. Our first daughter, our beloved Suzanne, who's getting ready to move to Tennessee, breaking her mother's heart, because she's taking her grandkids with her.
Breaking her mother's heart, not her father's.
No, doesn't break my heart a bit. Matter of fact, I told Aaron that he needs to go to Tennessee because they don't want to promote him from inside he's going on a promotion. They're doing fabulous. That is one fantastic family. So I wrote this little song, and then I took it to my dear friend Mark Carroll, who I just adore him, and he is just one of the greatest piano players and jazz pianists you've ever heard, and is a big name in Dallas. And I started playing it for him, and he says, "Bill, that's a bossa nova." And I said, "It is?" He says, "Yeah, get out of the way. Let me show you how to play that." So he sits down and starts playing the piano, and I'm looking over his shoulder. He's playing from my chart, and then I'm singing over his shoulder, and that kind of thing. And at one point in the song, I bent down and whispered in his ear and said, "Did I write that?" There's something about a piano in the hands of a master, and I don't pretend to be a master like Mark Carroll is, but this is my version of... Oh, by the way, Mark Carroll's version is on my upcoming album that everybody's going to want, 10 of them. I'm going to close the show with Singapore. On the shore in Singapore. Moonlit waves roll around me, exotic music everywhere. Mangoes as far as my eye can see. Paradise is not as nice without you beside me. On the shore in Singapore, lovers hold their dear one tightly. Scent of jasmine fills the air, slow and tender dancing nightly. Paradise is not as nice without you beside me. Where are you tonight? Why'd you take flight, or just out of sight? Make my heart soar, meet me on the shore in Singapore. Singapore, our rendezvous intended to be drowning in your velvet touch, loving arms wrapped around me. Paradise is not as nice without you beside me. Where are you tonight? Did you take flight, or just out of sight? Make my heart soar, meet me on the shore in Singapore. I'll wait for you on the shore in Singapore. Thank you very much. Well, that's nice. I like that. Thank you very much for coming.